think we've kind of established how great offers are for the grain elevator, but I think we could also say how great they are for the farmer and how important of a role they play in a risk management plan that the farmer sets. Can you guys talk a little bit about your philosophy behind having offers as a key component in that plan?
Sure, I can take that one to start because I mean, for me, this really gets into my day and day quite a bit. So, several reasons and benefits, quite frankly, for both the producer and the grain merchant, in my opinion. First on the producer front, when you're putting in and you're structuring open orders or limit orders and you're looking at those type things, it really helps to alleviate some of the emotion around that decision making, right? Particularly when the market's rallying. That is not the time, or quite frankly, if it's falling off, that's when the panic and indecision reaches the producer's mind, and they just they don't want to be wrong, and they don't know when to sell when things get really choppy and volatile. So by establishing that on the front side, it really takes that emotion out of it. From the other side of things, by working with the producer to set open orders, at the levels that are profitable, it creates discipline around their grain marketing strategy, right? It keeps them focused on, what are the outcomes you're trying to achieve? How is it that you're trying to structure this year's crop, et cetera? Then on the merchant standpoint, we look at it like open orders create a fantastic touch point of conversation between the producer and the merchant to that strategy relative to the current market and discussions around the changing objectives, right? So, hypothetically, if you have an open order and all of a sudden the market starts trailing off, well, it gives me an opportunity to give that producer a call and say, hey, understand that these were our expectations based on the timing that we did that. However, things have changed a little bit. So is our thought process still the same? If not, what's the new strategy, right? So it gives us some teeth to really have a good, relational conversation. The other part of it is it's incredible the amount of these open orders. I know I mentioned this earlier that fill in the overnight session, right? At 3 o'clock in the morning, right after a major report, right? And, no matter what producer you talk to, wherever it is, they say, oh man, no, I'm always tuned in the report and I'm ready to go. Well, a lot of times, man, the spike up and the crash back down happens within a minute. Like you can't get on the telephone fast enough and execute that quick enough, right? If you have your order sitting there, then, that's a different story. So, that you're just not going to be able to react necessarily. Everybody says, oh yeah, no, I'm up in the middle of the night all the time. And, if you are for other reasons, that's fine, but don't make it for trying to hit the market on a specific time.